Hello. It's the middle of the night, so I gotta be quiet. Anyway. It's been a while since I've played this world. Totally forgot I had a whole farm situation going on here. But it's looking pretty good. I've been doing, I've been mostly playing on my, non-streaming world. I think I found out I don't need the carpets, because I think they'll go into the hive with the fire under it. Anyway. I've been mainly playing my streaming world. Honestly, I might just keep the carpets there, just in case. Nope, I don't need the carpet, okay. Anyway. As I was saying, I've been mostly playing my non-streaming world, and I don't know what the deal is, but when I die, my stuff disappears quickly. And it's honestly confusing and really annoying. Anyway, so my plan was for this, that I'm going to make a pathway. Because that's what I've been doing in my non-streaming world. Is literally just pretty much expanding my village to be near where I spawned. I think the most annoying part about doing that, though, besides building all the houses, is that I'm probably gonna need a lot more bells. And that dying, I seem to lose my stuff instantaneously, because I literally, the last time I died, it was nighttime, so I just pressed the bed that I spawned next to sleep, and when I got back there, usually, when you die, the stuff stays there for like a while. Like, not as long as it needs to, but I wasn't that far away from where I died, so it didn't take very long to get where I needed to. Couldn't find barely anything. Like, my bundle was gone, my wood was gone, and I was just like, what is happening? So I had to go all the way back to my bamboo farm that I had. I had to kill a tree without, tools, because I didn't have any wood or sticks. So that I could make sticks, so I can make swords to go to my bamboo thing, because I hadn't been making swords in a while, and it just seemed like it would be a lot easier to just have swords on hand. At least for the bamboo, even if they're not good for fighting. Which is the stupidest thing ever. That swords are both do less damage and they do less damage and they're slower than axes. I'm like, why even make swords if you're gonna make them almost useless? Like, the only thing they're useful for now is for the stuff they instantly cut down. Anyway. See, it was easy on my non-streaming world to come up with all the dirt and stuff that I needed, because there were literal mountains. Like, tall mountains that I was just leveling. But there's not much going on here. might have a better time of it. Across the ocean. Or I could kill a bunch of these trees and use the wood. I don't know what the deal is with the cows. They're freaking out. It's 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, so I'm finally back to playing, like, streaming Minecraft, because school is over. For some reason, my trying to download videos onto my Patreon is, like, problematic. Because at one point, it was like the video was unloading, like it would be at 29%, and then the next time I look, it's at 4%. I'm like, what? How does that happen? And then eventually it was just like, oh, something went wrong. Try again. Something went wrong. Try again. So yeah, now But I did fix the computer storage issues I was having. By deleting all of my videos. Because they were literally what was taking up surprisingly a lot of space in my computer. And I mean, I don't need the videos once I post them, because if I really needed them, I could just re-download them on my computer, I guess. But yeah, so now that I don't have until, I think I have, well, now that I have until August before school starts again for me, because I didn't sign up for any summer classes. I should probably see if I can get my degree with the classes that I already have. Because I'm only taking I'm taking like 3 classes, but I don't think I need to take all of the classes. Because I'm majoring in linguistics, but I don't think I need to take all of the linguistics classes to get my degree. Although one of the things I noticed when I was looking at, well, I think I was looking at an old PDF, but 2 of the classes they mentioned don't seem to exist. So I might have to go back and look at the one on the website that's probably different now, to see if the classes I'm going to be taking are on the list now. Oh, and I just watched the Next to Normal on PBS that they did with Casey Levy and friends. And oh my god, I cried so hard. God, I think I cried watching some of the, like, clips on TikTok. Like, I didn't even have to watch the whole musical to, like, be in tears. I was like, man, I think it didn't used to hit me that hard. That's what happens when you have a friend that actually died. And you're dealing with, and you have to deal with that. And the one thing I don't like about doing this, is that you have to do it in the water. Because it will, like, not... Unless you do it on sneak mode, which is... makes you walk so slowly, it's kind of impossible. You're literally... doing this. And even if you did do it on sneak mode, I think they would... there's a good chance you would just end up stacking. Because you're going too slowly for... Like, let's see. I guess if you're doing it like this, although it is kind of inconvenient to be holding the S button, and, well, I guess the way I have my keybinds, it's kind of annoying, but, yeah, and then you get stuck in the corner. Oh, yeah, because it's the shift. I've got the shift, and then I got my S and my E keys. And it turns out you can't do it when you're facing forward, because you can't look that... you can't do that. You can't look that far down. Which is annoying. I think the annoying part is gonna actually come when I make it an actual, like, villager-friendly pathway. Because I think the villagers need it to be, like, 3 wide. I have rocks. I wonder if I want to... I mean, I don't know if I want to use it as... I want to use it on the path, or just... use them for tools later. I think that's been another thing that I've been messing up with on my non-streaming world. So I'll use all my rocks, and I'm like, wait, I needed some of those. So then I have to get wood tools instead of rock tools, because now I don't have any tools to get the rocks that I need to make rock tools, which is annoying. Ooh, I got dirt. God, imagine all the houses I need to build to get all the way across the ocean. Ugh. And if I do that, it's gonna have to be... I'm gonna have to add, like... because I do, like, 5 by 5. So then I'm gonna have to add, like... the way I did it with my non-streaming world, I had to add, like... a 5 block wide thing to my already 3 wide path for all the houses. Which, I mean, I guess I don't have to do, but if I'm gonna have villagers end up in these houses, they're probably gonna wanna, you know, have a walkway between the houses. instead of, you know, going for a swim. That I don't even know if they can get out of the water once they get in it. Especially if they're in the middle of it. Well, like, they can walk up one block. Well, I guess I can use my sword to get all this bamboo. Although I don't seem to have very much bamboo. I mean, I know it's kind of an advantage to have the bamboo in such a way that it's like uneven. But it makes it hard to tell if you actually have like a solid field of bamboo. I do not have a solid field of bamboo here. Although it is easier to deal with when it's not a solid block. Because I do have a solid block in my my non-streaming world, and getting through it is hard. I think the only thing I wish I could do with bamboo is make like solid wood out of it. I think it's definitely convenient to be able to make sticks and blocks and planks and all that. But it would be nice to be able to make a campfire out of it. That way it would kind of I feel like in some way it would be easier to deal with like that. I might change my bamboo orientation in my non-streaming world so that I can just walk through it like that. Because honestly, just having it in a solid block is a problem. I also need to figure out if there are like keybinds. Because I've got the space bar will fill that, but there's no way to. I can't figure out how to get like a full stack of that without clicking 64 times. Like, how do I, like, I feel like I've done it before, and I don't know what. I'm not gonna fix this because I've got the freaking. Okay. Because I don't know. If I have a key to actually help me do anything. I mean, I could go through all of this, but I don't think I'm gonna get anything. Especially if I try to use, like, the control or the function or something. Like, I'm gonna like break my computer trying to figure out how to do that. Or if maybe there's a direction that I haven't paid attention to in my keybinds. Ugh, now I got that in my freaking. Okay. I didn't need anything in my F slot. There we go. God. I need to make glass. That's another thing I could do. I guess I could just use all the honeycomb as more blocks. That's the only thing I could think of doing, actually. With the honeycomb, besides I can make more hives and I can make more blocks. Because I mean, unless I get copper, I think I'd have to smelt the copper to make the wax useful. And I need glass bottles to make honey. Oh yeah, I was gonna do it the shift way. Or as I like to call it, the crushed pinky way, because my pinky is like sideways on the shift key right now. Oh yeah, so the church I grew up at, that I was taking Bible study classes and stuff from recently, they just fired another youth pastor. The way they talked about it, it seems like it was for a good reason, but the fact that they've gone through like 5 youth pastors in the same amount of years, maybe slightly more years. So not like it's not like once every year. It's like once every year and a half or something. But anyway. Like, good thing the guy has a landscaping business on the side. Of course, that's what one of the people was saying, was like, you know, I was kind of worried about their financial situation because they literally just had a baby like a week ago. I think like he got fired like the day before his daughter was born, and this is his 3rd kid. And I was like, oh my god. But one of the people at my young adults group, they work as like a maintenance person at the church. And so he's like, don't worry about them. He was only part-time and he only gets paid as much as I do. And he might be able to make more money now that he's not working as a pastor. And I was like, I mean, that's all fine and dandy, but he's probably not going to have any stream of income at the moment. Because he just had a baby and he's hopefully going to help his wife with that. But yeah, I was like, you know what? I feel like this is God trying to tell me to get out of this church, because I mean, the second I try to get involved again, and it's like deja vu. Anyway, I need to go back home. Yeah, I think I'll start using the wax as extra blocks. Ooh, renewable blocks. God, those cows sound like they're getting slaughtered. It's like, it's the middle of the night. Like, what could you possibly be doing? Like, I feel like you have to be doing something to the cows for them to be like that, but... I wonder if I can keep the carpet on while I do that. Well, I don't hear angry buzzing, so I guess we're good. Oh, I forgot I didn't put the carpet back on. Hoo-hoo. Absent-minded me. I keep on forgetting I don't have my stuff in my house. I'm honestly tempted to go outside to see why the cows are screaming. Hey, what you doing over there? Shut your cows up. Sedate them. Reminds me of that Grey's Anatomy episode where Christina's just like, why won't somebody sedate me? Speaking of Grey's Anatomy, I haven't watched it in forever. And then speaking of watching it, because I would watch it on Netflix, I just finished watching Blood of Zeus, because assuming season 3 was the end, it seems like pretty much an end. I cried. Or I think I got pretty close to crying. I don't know if I actually cried. Which I think I did cry. At the ending. I was like, oh. I'm wondering now if I want to go to college, like to go to other colleges and like take their language classes, because some of them have like interesting languages. Like Palomar College in San Diego County has three different types of classes for Native American languages, and there's like a state university that has some Native American language courses too. And those sounded really interesting to me. And the only problem with the state college is that they're a lot more expensive. If I get myself a shovel, I can make sandstone. I'm honestly starting to be kind of paranoid about having too much in my inventory. because of what's been happening in my non-streaming world where my stuff just disappears, like, instantaneously. I should probably breed some chickens with all these seeds. That's what I've been doing in my non-streaming world too. I'll have like a butt ton of seeds, and at one point I was just walking around finding chickens to like feed seeds, like not necessarily like having them all clumped together to breed with each other, just feeding them seeds, so I got rid of them. I think after a while I ended up just putting them in the composter because it was a lot easier. Blop, blop, blop. I think that was probably another thing that disappeared is all my food. I'm like, I personally feel like it shouldn't disappear. Like, if you're trying to be realistic, it shouldn't disappear. Like, people might be able to take it, but it wouldn't just disappear. It would, if you left it there, it would stay there unless somebody took it. It might not be where you thought it was, but it should still be there, unless it's a perishable item, I guess. Like, the tools should stay there. The food, you can make a point about it not staying there, but I think I'll take this rock plateau down. Sounds like a good idea. Because I have the pickaxe. Although I should probably just keep it for actual, like, useful materials. Like, see, this arrow has probably been there the whole day, and it's still there. But when I die and return in like 20 seconds, half my shit is gone. Like, I don't know, maybe a zombie took it and died and didn't drop it. And that's why all my stuff is gone, is because the zombies didn't drop it when they died. Because I think when I died, there were like 5 zombies coming at me. I don't know why they seem to come in clumps. Should probably make a bridge going over here, too. I do that. But now I gotta do the crushy pinky one. I don't have to, but honestly, I don't know if it's faster, but it is kind of easier to just have your fingers smashed on a couple of keys. I think I got the timing right. Ish. Yeah, it'll be right until I end up in a corner. Oh, wow. One block off. Shit, I keep on pressing the wrong keys. At least that time it let me, without having to get out of the menu. Time to make a butt ton of pickaxes. Part of me wonders if it's still cow birthing season. I'm like, why are they all screaming? I feel sorry for the horses that are with them. They gotta deal with this whole thing. They usually end up smashed in like a corner of the field, trying to avoid the cows. I might actually tolerate having a gold pickaxe just for the fact that it would drop the rocks, and it would be a lot faster in doing so. Honestly, that's probably the only useful thing gold pickaxes are for, because you can't get iron with them. I'm assuming you can get coal with them too. But that's it. This is the one thing about summer that bothers me. Like, in one way, it's the perfect time to work because school's out most of the time, unless you take summer classes. But it's the worst time of the year to work because it's so fucking hot. Like, I'm usually one to, like, avoid working in summer. But God knows I'm gonna have to get a job. Oh, fuck. That should work. And the problem is these frickin' skeletons. See, it would be nice if I had glass. I could just have a bottle of honey and be all good. For a sec. How did I end up? That was weird. Okay. I just ordered some shorts off of Amazon. A 5-pack for $14.99. And they said they would ship. They wouldn't let me pick a free shipping option though, and that was very shitty of them. But luckily, I had more than enough to cover shipping from a gift card. I didn't even realize I still had money on. So that was nice. And that's why save your Amazon gift cards for when you need clothes. Because I've been noticing that I've been like going through my shorts pretty quickly. Or maybe I just am not doing my laundry as often as I should be. But either way, I was like, I need more shorts because I know I lost like at least one pair when I got neurovirus like 2 years ago. I just hadn't replaced them. I think I might have hadn't got rid of 2 pairs because I feel like that's the right number though, is 2. I feel like it had to have been more than 1. Maybe it was a year and a half ago, but either way, it was like a different Thanksgiving than the last one. It was the Thanksgiving before the last Thanksgiving we've had. I might have put another pair of shorts in like an emergency pair of shorts, just in case. So that might be where one of them is. some of those shorts though, it was like more expensive to get one pair of shorts than it was for me to get my 5-pack. And I'm like, that's insanity to me, honestly. Like, I don't know, maybe the shorts that I'm getting are gonna be shitty shorts, but $19.99 for one pair of shorts is a no-go for me. Especially when I can get a 5-pack for less than that. Like, what the hell? Guess I could do that. It's like, I think the village over there is actually dead. Like, I totally forgot about it, but I'm like, I think that one might be useless. Because I don't think villagers just randomly spawn again. Which is weird, because iron golems will spawn. Because I remember on a different non-streaming world I made like it's practically a bunkhouse. It was just a big building with like lines of beds. And I remember, I think we had lost all of our golems. And then after a bunch of our villagers reproduced and revitalized the village, there were a couple iron golems walking around. I was like, damn, they just like show up. As soon as there's like 10 villagers. Oof, see, I knew that would work. See, I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Just took a while to get a fish to actually get there. I'm gonna have a hard time sleeping when I finally get to bed. Because those cows are not shutting up, and I don't have earplugs. Yeah, I just threw away a box of earplugs because I'm pretty sure they're all dirty. Oh yeah, my mom just told me that my sister, who's in Spain right now, made a pecan pie with honey instead of corn syrup, and that it was really good. I was like, that does sound pretty good. The only problem is that when she comes back here, honey's like, the prices are diabolical, so. And I feel like there'd be a lot of honey involved, or maybe I'm mistaken, but I feel like most of the pecan pie filling is corn syrup. And if you're not using corn syrup, the honey would be like you'd have like a pound of honey being used. But that might be an exaggeration if you do it. I mean, the way that the grocery stores do it, where it's like a bed of pecans over a sludge. That, I would assume, is all corn syrup, but if you do it the way you probably should, where it's mostly pecans, it would just be enough to make it conglomerate. I gotta say, I think pecan pie is one of my favorite pies, but I also like lemon meringue. Actually, there might be eggs in it. In the syrupy thing that they put under the pecans in the pecan pie. Because it reminds me of the lemon curd they put in lemon meringue pie. That's all cloudy, and I think they use eggs in that to make it like kind of like a custard without, obviously without cream in it, or else I wouldn't be talking about how much I love lemon meringue pie, because I'm lactose intolerant. Oh yeah, my dad. I know he's been watching some videos, and I guess nicotine might actually, like in very low doses, might actually be beneficial. Like, obviously don't take too much, because I think they use nicotine as a pesticide. But supposedly in low doses it's supposed to help with brain fog or whatever. The only problem is that my dad's way of employing it is to use nicotine patches, which the guy suggesting that we start using nicotine more literally said is too much nicotine. Like, this guy was talking about using nicotine in like micrograms, maybe. It might have been like 1 milligram or something that he was like. Either way, he had like a spray that he was spraying in his mouth that I think he said was like a microgram or a few micrograms of nicotine or whatever. And my dad is using a full nicotine patch, which is 7 milligrams. I mean, the guy did say don't smoke it, because smoking, and then a cigarette is 20 milligrams, which is way too much, but I just thought it was weird that my dad heard, oh yeah, a little bit of nicotine is actually good for you, and is taking what the guy literally said was too much nicotine. Because I even told my mom, I was like, he knows there are, like, pouches that have less than 7 grams of nicotine in them, right? Because I've got Zyn pouches right with me right now. They're 3 milligrams. And there was one guy that went so far as to say that smoking actually is good, because there are places in the world where people live like a long time, and a lot of them smoke, like a lot. But I'm pretty sure the places he's talking about are like, I think one of them is in like Papua New Guinea. So if they're smoking, it's not cigarettes. Like, maybe it's okay, maybe they're not getting cancer, because coincidence is just that they're not getting cancer. Or maybe it's because they're not smoking cigarettes like we do, with the filter. And it's the filter that's the problem. Or the bleached ass paper that we use for everything. So we're inhaling bleach fumes. I mean, I guess if we all get like loose tobacco and smoke it through a pipe, it would be fine, I don't know. But yeah, when he first showed me that video, I was like, I'm no anti-smoker person, but that seems like playing with fire. Like, that's some Russian roulette type shit. It's funny though, because my cousin, she's trying to stop vaping, and now I have a reason to be like, hey, my dad thinks it's good for you. Don't feel bad. Maybe keep doing it, I don't know. Or maybe keep with the Zyns or whatever. Whatever the deal is. I can be like, hey, you don't have to worry about the nicotine according to my father. And also, because of this whole nicotine thing, I might be a little more free to smoke or take stuff like that around my father because he thinks it's good for him. And if he, well, at least if he gets on me about it, I'll be like, you said it was good for me. The books that you were reading are saying it's good for you, and now you're telling me don't do it. Or at least if he says, oh, you're taking too much, I'd be like, you're literally using a whole patch when the guy that you shared the video with me of, talking about how nicotine is good for you, literally said to use part of a patch, not a whole patch. But no, you're using a whole patch. He talks about me doing things the wrong way. Like, what do you think this is? It's like, you're taking it too far. I'm like, well, look where I got it from then, I guess. Because you're literally... You are literally taking it too far, according to that one guy, who literally is saying... Like, he literally told you not to. And you're doing it anyway. Well, it's almost been an hour, so I think once I get done with all of my rock over here, I'll call it quits. I don't know when I'm gonna post this, though. Like, I feel like I'm not gonna post. I might not post it for a few days. Like, I might forget about it. I've been thinking about doing audiobooks. I think I tried, like, a couple weeks ago, and then I ended up just deleting all my recordings that I had done recently. Because it just didn't seem like it was good enough. One of them, I was doing Macbeth, and that's a bit of a challenge considering it's literally Shakespeare, but we'll see if I can do it better. Because I feel like I'm having a hard enough time reading it correctly that I'm not getting any of the acting done correctly. So now with one of the lines, I got to it and I was like, oh wait, I totally was not reading this right. Just came out kind of monotone, because that's kind of what happens when you don't know, when you're not completely sure what you're reading. I don't even think it was that I didn't know what I was reading, it's that the language itself is just kind of hard to keep track of. So you're like, wait, it's not is it, it's ist. And then deciding whether you're supposed to pronounce the ed at the end of past tense verbs. Like, is it cursed? But there's no accent to tell me that it is cursed, so it's like, oh, should I say cursed or cursed, you know, kind of thing. Yeah, because usually if you pronounce the ed as ed, it'll put like an accent on the e so that you know, oh, you're supposed to say it. So it's cursed, it's damned, it's whatever. But yeah, I was reading about it. Turns out it's a lot shorter than I was under the impression it was. Because I got through, like, the first 2 acts before I was like, I ended up deleting. Actually, I think I got through the 3 acts before I ended up deleting my recordings, because I was like, I don't think I did it well enough. Uh-oh, the dog's going cray-cray. Yeah, so I guess my mom found... There were kittens that were... When we first found them, they were behind a bush against the fence. But obviously after my dog found them, the mother moved them. I guess she moved them into the garage, which is, like, closer to the dog. Which is really weird, but I mean, it's in the building that the dog can't get into unless we open the garage door. Which we very rarely do, because we don't use that garage for anything more than really storage. But yeah, I guess my mom caught one of the babies and was petting it. She's trying to figure out what to do, because we can't take them to the animal shelter in town, because they only take animals that are in town, even though they're closer. Because if we can't take them to the one in town, we have to go all the way to, like, someplace 20 miles away, because it's the county one. But obviously, because it's the county one, it's in the middle of the county, and we're on the edge of the county. I feel like that's one of the things that needs to be fixed, is how we deal with animals. Like, the animals should be taken to whatever shelter is closest. If there are certain shelters that will only take... The thing is, the animal shelter near us takes animals from the middle of town in multiple towns. Even when the middle of town is actually farther away, in honestly all cases, than the center of any of the towns that they take animals from. I was like, what is that sound? Yeah, I know what that is now. Oh shit. Don't shoot me. Damn guardians. God, and the cows were doing so well for so long, and now they're screaming again. Oh yeah, I just watched this movie on Netflix. It's literally an Italian remake of a French movie, minus one character. And it was very interesting to watch. The English title is 7 Women and a Murder, which is what it goes by on Netflix, at least in English. When you play it, it'll say whatever 7 is in Italian. Dones il mistero. It's based off of a movie called Huit Femmes, which is 8 women. And I don't know which one's funnier. I feel like the French one is, to some extent, funnier because it's a musical. And all the people that are acting in the musical, I don't think any of them are really considered singers by any means. So the music is kind of like, meh, which makes it kind of funny. I guess it is in turn based off of a play from like the 70s or something, or the 80s, I don't know. The guy died in like 1989, so way before the movie came out, because the movie came out in 2002 and the Italian version came out in 2022. I wonder if there's a way to, like, attract fish. Like, I feel like there should be. I'm bored, I'm gonna sprint. It's funny how vibrant the wax is compared to all the other materials I've used. I'm also glad that I looked at how many rocks I had before I finished using them all, because I would have been in quite the pickle if I didn't still have some rocks. Why is there a spider? Get out of here, spider! Of course, now there's a skelly belly over here. Good thing I have an iron sword, at least those do damage. Actually, if I hit you in the water, you'll sink. There we go. It's weird now that they sink. I feel like they used to be able to swim. Or maybe I'm just used to them being in 1 block deep water. So it wasn't an issue. Get out of here. Get out of here! Well, anyway, it's been more than an hour, so thank you for watching. I hope you could understand me, even though I'm kind of like vocal frying over here.